Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Mid-Year Celebration 2026. We're excited to kick off this year's mid-year celebration and officially launch the very first session of our Ignite series, which is our podcast. Wow. Before we begin, let's start with a quick question for everyone who's joining us today. So think about something you're passionate outside of work. Maybe it's travel, fitness, photography, music, running, cooking, gaming, volunteering, ano pa ba, pickleball, or something completely unique. Drop it in the chat. What's one passion or interest you enjoy outside of work? Let's see if there are any responses. What is your passion? What is your one passion or interest? Photography and travel. Wow. Travel. Well, that is good because actually today we're talking about travel. That's gardening. Uh, Hi, Miss Anne. I also love to learn how to garden. And food. Who here is a foodie? I guess everyone's a foodie, right?
Yeah.
Food trip to different countries. Wow. Who are you so I can be friends with you? Well, I love seeing all these answers. It's a great reminder that we all have interests and passion that energize us, challenge us, and brings joy to outside of our day-to-day work. And that's exactly what the Ignite series is all about. Throughout Mid-Year Celeb 2026, we'll be celebrating the passions, talents, and stories that make our people unique. Today, we're starting with one of the most popular passions out there right now, travel. Travel is everywhere. It's in our conversations, our social media feeds, and probably on many of our bucket lists. But beyond the destinations and the photos, travel is really about adventure, curiosity, discovery, and personal growth. And our guests today have taken that passion to an incredible and the next level. As in, like, todo na to. They've successfully completed the challenge of visiting all 82 provinces of the Philippines. Whether it's a high tide or a low tide, they visited all 82 provinces. Wow. So, over the next hour, we'll hear what inspired them to start the unforgettable stories they've experienced along the way and the lessons they learned from pursuing something they were truly passionate about. So sit back and join the conversation. Let's get started. Joining us today are two colleagues who have completed one of the most ambitious travel goals in the Philippines. Let's start with Carol. So, Carol, tell us a little about yourself and your role at Shell.
Hi everyone. Good evening to our online viewers.
Wow.
I'm Caroline Durin. You may call me Carol. So I am from Managed Indirect Tax as Compliance and Value Senior Specialist, and I have completed visiting the Philippines in June 2025, and my last province is Marinduque.
Wow. And also, we have a common friend,
Yep.
right? So friendly. No, because I stalked her on the internet before doing this podcast. And then, oh, apparently. And that's you right there. Wow, congratulations. Okay, sorry, what's your favorite province? Just don't tell us yet.
Batanes.
Batanes. Wow, okay. And Lee, now let's hear from you. Tell us about yourself and your role at Shell.
Yep. So my name is Lee Fabia, so you can call me Lee. So I'm a proud dad of what used to be two beagles. Now I have nine.
Wow.
Yes, it's a lot. And this journey, so I'm currently an operations manager slash legal entity controller for US Chemicals. And this journey started way back June 2024 in the province of Camiguin, which I love. Yeah.
I love that you both took different paths to reach the same goal, and every great journey starts with a reason. So let's talk about what sparked the adventure. Because I'm pretty sure that all of our listeners here and some of the people that you know wants to do this, but they don't know how to start it, right? So Carol, what sparked the idea or like what made you think of completing all of the 82 provinces?
Okay, originally it wasn't part of the goal that I have in mind, but during pandemic, it was a difficult time, right? And then I remember there was an application that went viral online that it helps you to account all the places you've been in the Philippines, and it will visually show you your progress. And then I tried it and counted my progress, and then it made me realize that I'm already halfway through, like 50-second ko na nung time na yun. Because I started early on, like, since I started working or earning from work, gano'n. So, I made sure to travel like 1 to 2 province yearly. And then hindi ko na-realize na nakadami ka na. So, nung pandemic, hindi ka maka-travel. So, as someone who likes to travel, parang ang hirap during that time. So, I made sure to myself na once na ma-lift yung travel ban during that time, sabi ko tatapusin ko siya. And then kasi I know someone na naka-finish na that time. Kaya mas na-push ako to do it.
To do it. Wow, that's amazing. And Lee, how about you?
So it originally started with the scenery, and
Yeah.
then came along food, and then you have the culture, the people, and when you complete them all, binigyan niya ako ng idea about what's in every sort of province that we have in the country. And then whenever I explore the provinces, especially in Mindanao, I was really inspired, and at the same time I was super amazed at how the cultures, how the people and the technology are balanced together. And so that ignited really my passion to explore the other provinces. And just like Carol, hindi ko namalayan na I was halfway through na pala. Yeah. And so I revisited Camiguin again
Yeah.
after my 41st province way back March of last year.
Wow, that sounds inspiring. But and also exciting, but I'm pretty sure there were difficult moments as well. So can you tell us about, like, was there ever a time that you wanted to stop, like it's getting too difficult?
There were times like specifically during pandemic, right? I mentioned there were times that um I was thinking if I could still do it, pero I'm determined in my mind I want to finish it. So parang I just paused, but then continued later on.
So you just pause
Yeah.
and then go alert, recharge. And what about you, Lee?
For me, yeah, there was a time. It was actually recent last March while I was traveling to Biri Island in Northern Samar. I asked myself, like, what am I doing? Because it takes like 18 to 19 hours of travel from my hometown to that island. And it's not just a cheap spending, right?
Yes.
And then you got to travel a lot. So I tried to ask myself, like, what am I doing? But then when I saw Biri Island itself, I was amazed. I was stunned with the beautiful rock formations of the islands. And I said, it's all worth it.
It's if you see that the hardship was worth it, no, then that's what makes you going.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, many people watching are probably wondering how you find that time to travel, because obviously you guys sound busy at work. So how'd you find the time, Lee?
So it was just even now. So I tried to schedule all of my plans in a year's advance. So let's say for 2026, 2027, I already have some plans
Wow.
all throughout the year. So I feel my months with multiple travel itineraries. And then whenever I get to work, I see to it that um, whenever I need to take that vacation, I'll have to, so that I can get recharged later again.
How long does it take for you to, like, think that way? I think I need to plot a leave. Like 1 year, I mean, how many months advance?
The latest would have to be 6 months.
Wow,
Yeah,
okay.
6 months. Especially if you're completing the 82, because you
Yeah.
have to be very intentional. You have
Mm.
to have like a travel itinerary, which one goes first, which one goes last.
And Carol, how about you? How'd you find the
Just fine
time?
with Lee that you have to manage your time. So particularly on the nature of my work in tax. So I know the dates that are critical. So I need to plan my schedules way ahead of time like him and made sure that I won't touch those dates na critical talaga sa return preparation. And yung akin naman, make sure ko na on one trip that you can visit multiple provinces, like you know which provinces are geographically near with each other, so that you can save actually time and money when in doing that. And also consider mo din yung setting yung vacation mo near the regular or special holidays because it means longer travel time and also more province to visit kapag mahaba yung travel time.
Okay, I didn't realize that traveling, in order for this, for you to complete this, a lot of preparation goes. Wow, amazing. So how did you balance work, life, and travel while pursuing this goal? Because it sounds difficult. So how?
I think that's time management talaga
Time
yung key.
management.
And being wise on your budget like what Lee said na mahal talaga siya kung hindi ka talaga magiging wise on your plan or paano mo siya tatapusin,
Mm-mm.
you could waste money. Like for example, pwede mo na sana siyang ma-visit for one destination. Like for example, Tawi-Tawi is near Zamboanga is near Basilan, so you can go side trip right away. So you can be wise on those decisions and save money para sa other trips.
What about piece of fare? Do you wait for the?
Yeah,
Oh, you
because
do.
you plan ahead like a year, it's Lee said 1 year in advance. So aabang ka na agad, like you know that you want to go to this group
Yeah.
of province, aabang ka na agad ng seat sale for that place.
Amazing. And Lee, how about you? How do you balance work life and?
So basically in the department where I'm working, so we know when is our critical days in operation. So let's say quarter close for us. So that's like March and then end of March and then end of June. So you know it's going to be hectic, it's going to be challenging. So you have to know from yourself when do you need to recoup on the personal side of things.
Yeah.
So after like say 10 working days in the office, I know that I need to recharge on the third week already. So sometimes it involves planning, like yung sabi niya, kung merong vacation, for example, extra vacation because of a holiday on a Friday. So definitely I'll have to take that para mas longer yung vacation mo.
Yeah.
And then isa lang yung ifa-file mong leave. Ganyan.
Well, it is a long journey. So,
Yeah.
what made you motivated throughout this entire journey?
So for me, it's mostly around the culture. Kasi for me, I know I am a Filipino. I am a proud Filipino. But I don't know why. When I started traveling across the country, so I met different people with different background, culture, and then each of their stories really inspired me to explore further yung bansa natin. Kasi sobrang ganda. Ang dami nating pwedeng i-offer. Like what Angeline Quinto said, like, napakakulay nung ating bansa, di ba? All you need to do is explore the province, be part of the communities.
And what about you?
As to me, I don't know if you people believe in astrology, but my sun sign is in Sagittarius. So
Oh,
as a
okay.
Sagittarian, I'm naturally traveler,
Yes,
loves to
yes,
explore.
yes, that's true.
So I have to feed my soul. And traveling makes me excited. Like excited ako to finish my deliverables. And I know because after my deliverables, may travel ako.
Yeah.
So parang yun, you kept you motivated to finish your
I actually saw that in Instagram. Like, in order for you to be motivated and work, you have to book your next travel so that when you get tired and work and like, wait, hold on, I have a next travel. So I have to work so that I have money to spend like that. Well, but passion might get us started. Like, don't get me wrong, but it's often the experiences along the way that keep us going. So let's go. Let's get some into the stories, and now we're getting to the part that everyone has been waiting for. Let's talk to stories. So, Carolyn, what's the most memorable experience from your entire journey?
Actually, Lee and I were talking about earlier while waiting that doing do it yourself in Mindanao is really difficult. So
Yeah.
I'd say my most memorable experience was doing Samba Sulta tour DIY. So when you say Samba Sulta, it's Zamboanga, Basilan, Sulu, and Tawi-Tawi in one trip. So the challenge is mahirap pa yung transportation and transfers in between the provinces. So
Yeah.
it's like this. From Manila, you need to go to Zamboanga, then
Okay.
transfer via plane to Tawi-Tawi. Then you need to go back to Zamboanga because there's no direct transfer from Tawi-Tawi going to Sulu. So you need to ride 9-hour ferry from Zamboanga to Sulu, go back to
Crazy.
Zamboanga, and
Yeah.
then go to Basilan. So that's crazy. But fortunately, on my case, we parang nakakilala kami ng a group of people na had same itinerary as us and date.
Mm.
So we joined together and traveled together, and eventually became good friends until now. And I think that's the beauty of traveling, that meeting people and creating memories.
That's true. So don't you get seasick? I mean, 9 hours of
But
ferry.
hindi naman ako. Sa case ko, okay lang.
Okay. No
Friends lang
bonus.
siguro.
Yeah, okay. Ikaw ba naman, naka-82. I don't know if mas hindi ka pa sanay. And what about you, Lee?
So for me, my most memorable and perhaps is yung reason kung bakit ako naging passionate about this thing is when I visited Pangungan Island. So Pangungan Island is the southernmost island in the Philippines, located in Sitangkay, Tawi-Tawi. So when we were in the capital of Tawi-Tawi, so our tour guide said, "Do you want to bring something in Pangungan?" By bringing something means, do you want to do sort of like a charity work in Pangungan? So we did. We bought a couple of items that we can carry in in the boat. And when we did go to that island, so we saw this very small community of Badjaus. They were like less than 500 people.
Mm-mm.
And and why is it memorable? It's because of the fact that with just one apple, they're so thankful. Like you can really feel how thankful they are. And because they're so thankful, sometimes they offer their pearls.
For free?
Yeah. Yeah, for free. Yep. And even to this day, actually, um, they either sell their pearls or trade with rice. And sometimes as a sign of thank you, they just give
Give
you
it to
that
you for
pearl.
free.
Yeah, like and so I used to think that Badchaos are lazy, but eventually what I came to realize is that they're the most resilient people in the country. I mean, they're like closer to the neighboring rich country, which is Malaysia. I think it's like 5 to 10 kilometers.
Yes.
I mean, there's a good life there.
Yeah.
I mean, why don't they just transfer there? But to them, they like the country better, the Philippines, and they're with the military there protecting our territory. Yeah, so it was a memorable and at the same time it was a learning experience for me.
And very heartwarming
Yeah.
as well. What was the biggest surprise you encountered during your travels, Tika?
To me, Sulu is a big surprise to me because alam naman natin when we were younger, 'di ba, we heard news of the encounters sa Mindanao, and
Yeah.
us from Luzon, we have impression na it's not safe to travel there.
Yeah.
And we have no idea, like there are no textbook presentation of the tourist destinations in Mindanao, right? So when I get there, I was really surprised. They got a lot of white sand beach that
Mm.
we compare to the famous ones we know
Like
in
Boracay,
Boracay,
yeah, and
yes. Like they
Nido.
have like a long stretch of beach. They call it Sani Sani. It's really pretty. But the difference with Boracay is that syempre peaceful pa siya, very raw, tahimik pa siya. Yun yung difference talaga.
But the way to go there is
Mahirap pa.
okay. How long is the ride? The plane?
So the ride you need to go to Zamboanga and then ride a 9-hour ferry going to Sulu. I know now there's an option to go via plane, but I know it's costly right now. But you can go via plane, and I think 1 to 2 hours from Holo, right, Lee?
Yes.
Have you been to Sani? So 1 to 2 hours going to.
When you say Holo, like the one in mula Batanes hanggang Holo?
Yes.
That's
So,
Holo?
Mm.
Wow!
The
Okay.
capital city.
Bongga. And what about you?
So for me, it was in Zamboanga.
Zamboanga.
I think we just have the same story, but one funny thing for me in Zamboanga is after visiting what they call the Pink Island in Santa Cruz. Um, so we went back to the city itself, and then diretso muna kami sa CR, nag-freshen up a bit. And it was funny because paglabas mo ng
CR.
CR, labas ko ng CR, sinabihan ako nung guard na, "Thank you sir, balik po kayo." So I was like, "What do you mean babalik sa CR?" I said, "No, balik kayo ng Zamboanga." And it was funny, and at the same time, I feel na in all of Mindanao, nandun kay Zamboanga yung mga pinakamabait na tao. At least that's for me. Yeah. And it was a surprise because even before approaching the city of Zamboanga, my mom was texting me like, "Why are you going there? Did you know someone bombed the chapel like
Egg.
5 years ago? Isn't it not safe there, or why are you there in the first place?"
But surprisingly, they're
Surprisingly,
the
yeah.
kindest
I think in all of Mindanao, I can safely say they're the most kindest person there. Yeah,
Zamboanga.
Zamboanga.
So I guess the online joiners, we could, like, guys, support daw. Zamboanga, tara. Ano, tara? Zamboanga, ano, tara?
Yeah. And the Zamboanga Peninsula, they have beautiful waterfalls actually. And it's safe.
And it's safe. Oh, ayan. Actually, ba't di na lang to i-ano sa DOT? Because this is very surprising. Who would have thought that Zamboanga are like the kindest people and they have the great beaches and falls? Well, okay. Every traveler has at least one story that wasn't part of the plan. Ate Carol, what was one na hindi part ng plano? And then like, wow, paano na to?
Siguro the time that I got stranded in one of the islands that I've been to. So I went to, if you know Carabao Island, it was a small island in Romblon, province of Romblon. But if people do not know, it's the easiest way to get there is via Katiklan. You need to ride the boat.
The Boracay.
Boracay.
Near Boracay. Okay.
You need to ride the boat from Katiklan going to Carabao Island. And it was really beautiful, like white sand beach. And unlike Boracay, it's also a peaceful one. But then unfortunately, the weather went bad the following day. Ang plan ko lang kasi talaga side trip eh. Kasi I heard na madali nga pumunta side trip. Pero unfortunately, the following day, the weather went bad. So all the both trips were canceled. So hindi ako nakabalik ng Boracay. But hindi naman ako nagsisi kasi ang ganda ng place. In-enjoy ko na lang yung beauty nung lugar.
Were you alone?
I'm alone, yeah. I forgot to
Wow.
mention, yeah, I'm alone.
For soul searching. Instant soul searching ka dun.
Reflect,
Reflect.
ganyan.
Wow. And what about you, Lee?
So for me, whenever I travel kasi, I don't book mga hotels in advance.
Huh?
Sometimes I book it along the way. So when I was in Camiguin, so my trip there has to be like 7 nights. But then it cut short to 4 nights only dahil wala ako na-secure na booking the other days. And then I saw this post online that they're doing this sort of joiner. I'm not sure if you know the concept of joiner tour. Joiner tour.
Sorry, can you tell us what's a joiner
The
tour?
joiner tour is like one certain individual post something, let's say in Facebook, and ask who would want to join a certain
Okay.
tour. Let's say Agusan del Norte,
Uh-uh.
we're doing this, and then you just share or you just pay for a small amount rather than doing it DIY.
You just join them, but you have to pay them.
Yeah.
And is it in a group, but you have to join the Facebook group?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I joined the Agusan
Yeah.
tour. And I was surprised because in a day we did 2 provinces already. So now my problem is 2 nights. Where will I go in 2 nights? And that joiner tour operator asked me if I but ganun yung travel, it takes us like 5 hours, 6 hours to get to the other destination.
Without knowing that you've been to Almost 8
Yeah.
provinces na.
Yeah, and basically, so we started with Camiguin. Yung hindi lang namin napuntahan sa loop na yun is actually Siargao.
Which
Yeah,
is
that was
okay. Yeah.
surprise. Yeah,
Because almost everybody's been to
yeah,
Siargao.
yeah.
So if you could recommend, and since speaking of Siargao, it's just very popular. If you could recommend one underrated province that more people should visit, what would it be?
Masbate. The pristine beaches is suitable to all ages. Yeah. And I think you may not know that actually Masbate is the rodeo capital of the Philippines and of Southeast Asia. So they also have great beef products, and maybe just to tempt you a bit, so they have this stunning waterfalls called Katandayagan. So it's one of the 31 documented waterfalls in the world kung saan yung kanyang tubig diretso mismo sa dagat. Like 10 meters deep, ganun siya. It was so beautiful. Nalaglag yung camera ko doon and I didn't care kasi napakaganda ni
Oh,
Katandayagan.
yeah.
So, ganun.
Retrieve it. I'm so sorry.
Actually, nahanap siya ng mga bangkero 3 days ago. Pero wala na rin, sira na rin.
Mm-mm.
But to me, seeing that natural or that art of God, it's really, I don't know, nakaka-surprise
Yeah.
lang na may mga ganong places on earth.
Oh, I wish I had photos of your
Yeah.
travels. And what about you?
To me, it's Dinagat Islands. Speaking of Siargao, right? It's just right beside. Yeah,
Okay.
if you look it in the map, malapit lang siya sa Siargao Island. So people, if watching online, kung
Yeah.
visit kayo ng Siargao, you can visit Dinagat Island. So yung scenery niya, I can compare with like the limestone formations of Palawan. But
Okay.
of course, the vibe is more relaxed and chill. Tsaka sobrang raw and untouched pa ng beauty niya. Dinagat Island. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
So I hope na people will be inspired to visit these underrated provinces. And after navigating dozens of trips and unexpected situations, resiliency probably becomes the second nature. So what did completing the challenge teach you?
To
Uh,
me,
ikaw muna.
it yung understand, 'di ba, we are visiting the 82 provinces, I learned how diverse and rich our culture is.
Yeah.
So it helped me become open-minded
Okay.
and be appreciative of our differences. And also, yung first-hand na experience mo yung Filipino warmth that they're saying. Yung kahit saan ka magpunta, maraming mabait na taong tutulong sa'yo. And I think yun yung sinasabi ng mga foreigner, di ba, na dahilan, isa sa
Filipinos are
mga
so
dahilan
warm.
kung bakit
Yeah.
sila they keep coming back in the Philippines.
Sorry, what was the question again?
What did completing the challenge teach you?
So for me, I navigate yung mga provinces natin, it actually ignited my passion, and at the same time, dun ko nalaman yung real purpose ko in life. And somehow, um, kailangan mong i-motivate yung sarili mo even further to understand ano yung passion mo sa sarili mo. If not today, don't worry kasi there will be multiple opportunities. It's very important lang na when that opportunity show up, grab it. Kasi remember, you have to do something about it. Otherwise, hindi mo na alam
Yeah.
ano yung real purpose mo at all.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much for those beautiful answers. But now let's have some fun. Okay ba yun?
Okay.
Okay. Sige. Time for our rapid fire challenge. So quick answers only. It's like para kay Tito Boy Abunda, yung fast talk, ganun ang atake natin. Okay? Carol first and then Lee. All right. Best food province.
Ilocos.
Iloilo,
Best beach.
Manok Island, Balabac.
Romblon,
I'm sorry?
Romblon,
Romblon. Okay. Hidden gem.
Limasawa Island.
Limasawa.
Southern Leyte,
Toughest province to reach.
It's an island in Cagayan province, but it's Calayan Island.
Calayan Island. Okay.
Biri Island, Northern Samar.
All right. Most surprising province.
Sulu,
Ooh, what you said.
Tawi-Tawi.
Tawi, Tawi. Province you'd revisit tomorrow.
Palawan.
South Cotabato.
Oh, I've never been to
Yeah.
Cotabato. You're the only person that I know. Ay, okay, ikaw na rin pala because you competed. Sorry, rapid fire pala. Okay, window or aisle?
Both.
Both.
Either.
You don't mind.
Window.
Window. Sunrise or sunset?
Sunset.
Sunset.
See. Mountains or beaches?
Both.
Mountains with a view of the beach.
Yes, perfect. Yes. Solo or group travel?
I do solo most of the time, but I don't mind being in a group.
Sagittarius ka nga.
Both.
Both. Backpack or suitcase?
Backpack.
Backpack with a suitcase. Because my backpack only contains cameras.
Sige, hanapin ko yan. Search ko yan. Backpack with a suitcase. One thing you can never travel without.
Cell phone.
My backpack.
That is a suitcase. One word that describes your journey.
Perseverance.
Amazing.
Well, that was fun, and I think our audience just added several destinations to their travel bucket lists. So now that, well, tapos na tayo dun sa rapid fire, maybe we can, I guess we still have time because that rapid fire was rapid indeed. So I guess we still have time. So stepping into different communities has a way of changing how we see the world. So did the journey influence you how you approach challenges at work or like just in everyday life? Ganon.
To me, kasi traveling will help you or will teach you to become adaptable and be resilient and also be solution based. So
Yeah.
like for example, you're encountering unexpected challenges sa travel or navigating mga unfamiliar places. So parang it taught me to stay calm and under
Yeah.
pressure, 'di ba? And then yun yung mga skills na kailangan mo and then think about solutions, 'di ba, to the problem.
Mm.
So those skills naman na ginagamit din natin sa professional life natin.
So dito mo ba you can say na I can work under pressure?
Yeah.
Ikaw ba naman, stranded sa island, diba? No, boss, I can work under pressure. What about you?
Can I say copy-paste?
Ah!
Sige. Pero siguro
Go.
dagdag ko din lang, no? Kasi it's also about navigating life in general.
Yeah.
Whether the challenges is thrown by the challenges in work or in the travel itself. And in addition kasi, while you work, it ignites you or it asks you to really look forward to something, which is the travel. So that's why when I did this travel, while I'm doing this travel, I share some of the stories. No, I created a blog page, and the cycle, as I call it, is like work, save, and then travel. That's the cycle. That's my motto, my own cycle, and I keep doing it all the time.
And since you've talked about your page, maybe you can plug.
Yeah, it's called
Plug your page.
it's called Let's Go.
Let's
Yeah, but
go.
the spelling is like Leezg.
Let's go
Oh, yeah.
on Facebook.
Yeah, on Facebook.
And do you have like an Instagram or Facebook?
I just post my travels in Instagram, so you can follow me. Ako si Ka.
Ako si Ka. Yes. As in AKO ako SICACHCACH. Ako si Ka. Ka. So how has traveling across the country changed the way you view people and cultures? So people and cultures naman. How did it, change the view?
So, for me, you just got um to find that respect to either people, to the nature, to the culture
Yeah.
itself, and then trust that there may be different stories from different tribes, from different parts of the country, and that is the reason why we are like united colors of Benetton, right? So we have people with different race, background, but what's most important is that as long as we respect each other,
Yeah.
as long as we're happy where we live in, as long as we share what's what is beautiful within our country, I think parang parang maganda siya na maganda siyang isipin na we respect each other, ginagalang natin kung ano yung mga nasa harap natin, and then we just enjoy it, not exploit it, of course.
True. But have you experienced going into a place wherein the people are not nice to the visitors or not welcoming?
Actually, one of my very first few provinces where I
Uh-huh.
joined that joiner tour.
Okay.
So someone told me like, you're in Mindanao, you're supposed to speak Bisaya.
But do you know how to speak Bisaya?
No, so I said, I'm actually from the north. My mother's tongue is Pangasinan.
So you know Pangasinense, Tagalog, and Filipino.
Yeah. So
Ay, English.
I'm speaking Tagalog because it's our common
Yes.
national language. That's what I
Oo.
said. So they were amazed. What's like, paano ka nakakapagsalita fluently ng Tagalog kung hindi ka naman Tagalog? Kasi acceptance lang yun. Yeah.
Mm. And what about that?
Na may rude moments, ganyan.
Or like, okay, how has traveling across the country changed the way you view people and
Okay.
culture? Muna.
To me, siguro when I went to Mindanao, because I have no personal friends like Muslim friends. So, parang I do not know paano ako makikibagay sa kanila.
Yeah.
Pero nung na-change yung perspective ko about na different ako with the Muslims kasi I'm a Catholic. So,
Mm.
when I went to Tawi-Tawi, parang ang naging accommodation namin was a family talaga ng Muslim. And then parang
Like in their
ano bang tawag
house?
dun? Hindi siya Airbnb, parang homestay.
Homestay.
Homestay style.
Mm.
So parang nakitulog talaga kami sa home nila, lahat sila Muslim, yung family. And I was really surprised na siyempre wala akong first-hand experience with a Muslim. So parang
Oo.
I know that they are very different. Pero it changed my perspective na no, we are the same. We're just all Filipino. And we're also nice na parang we only have different religion but we are all one. Diba? Parang ganun yung nag-change ng mind ko. And then, yun nga, na doon kami nag-stay sa house nila si Nanay Sidang. If some people na have went to Tawi-Tawi,
Sidang,
si
yeah.
Nanay Sidang, so sa kanila kami natulog. So, observe ko yung yung tradition nila as a family ng Muslim, kung na yung father of the house, kailangan mag-pray 5 times a day, yun meron silang pupunta dun sa mosque nila, kailangan pumunta sa mosque nila to praise, ganyan. And then yung mga girls naman, at home lang, magpe-pray, pero during weekends, is kailangan din nilang pumunta ng
Sa
mosque.
mosque.
So yun, it changed really my mind a lot. And doon naman sa experience na kung merong hindi nice, fortunately, ako wala naman, pero mostly lang, katulad ng sinabi ni Lee, like if they are Bisaya talaga speaking, they do not
Mm-mm.
talk to us because nga Tagalog kami. But on my case, I'm fortunate to understand Bisaya because my mother's hometown, or my parents' hometown is in Northern Samar. So merong mga similar words na kahit Tagalog, usapin niyo ako in Bisaya, I will understand, but I will reply in
In
Tagalog.
Tagalog.
Ganun.
Was it hard for you to travel as a woman or no naman?
No, hindi na, during this time,
Really?
hindi naman na.
Especially if you're doing solo traveling?
Hindi na siya.
O ayan, or to our online joiners, what's stopping you from traveling? Charot. Money. True. Me too. Let's go back now to the question. How are you able to wait, I'm sorry. Okay, speaking of money, did you save, for example, if you're like going to a travel, so you save up, do you think put up in a banks or any saving tips? Any saving tips po?
Saving tips, I think medyo sablay ako sa subject na yan, no? But
Well, at
I
least
guess
nagawa mo. So hindi.
yeah.
Oh.
But I guess yung what's important is ano ba yung whole purpose nung travel mo? Kasi for me, travel doesn't need to be expensive. Like what I shared a while ago, instead of doing a DIY, especially in Mindanao, just do a joiner tour because DIY is more expensive in Mindanao. And why is that? Kasi yung public transportation there is hindi siya connected to all sort of points. So magastos talaga siya. And by doing joiner tour, yung usual cost na siguro mga 10,000 per travel will cut into half and sometimes even less than half eh. Yan.
Kayo po, any tipid
Ah,
or like
investing tips, GSPP.
ay, okay. So,
Be wise sa
Oo.
pag-invest natin, 'di ba?
True.
Malaki yung ano, the return. And then, 'di ba nga we plan way ahead of time. So parang during
Budget
planning
na.
pa lang, yes, na may budgeting na rin do'n. Like magpe-place na ako ng how much yung, ah, magagastos and plan kung magagastos or parang lalagyan mo siyang buffer, like how much. Pero
Yeah.
in my case kasi medyo napagastos ako, to be honest, because nga I started parang decided to complete it at my 52nd province na. So parang I have provinces na before that I've been to, but I need to go back. Because
Para ma-accredit.
because you need to like have good pictures. Like
Ah.
when you say good pictures, parang pictures na parang titignan pa lang is hindi don't need to explain kung saan tong place na to. Like it's a landmark or merong mga signages na
Yeah.
yung province na yun. So marami akong province before na alias sa ganon. So like Laguna,
Oo
Pangasinan.
nga.
Yung laging places na pinupuntahan mo but you don't have good pictures. So ang tip ko dun sa mga mag-start pa lang, katulad ng sinabi ni Lee, meron ng mga travel agency na ngayon that caters yung mga gusto mag-start for Project 82PH. So join those group and then plan ahead. Ano yung mga
Yeah.
provinces that I could travel in one trip and that would save you so much time and money.
Na-scam na ba kayo ever?
Fortunately
Ako din
not,
hindi
hindi
po.
sa'kin.
Ay,
Fortunately.
okay.
But
Tips and sorry, yes.
yeah, I almost had one when I visited the whole of Eastern Samars, the Leyte, Southern Leyte. Prior to going there, hindi naman siya scam, but I rented a car. Pero before the plane lands, nag-a-ask ng increase, double yung price. So yung mga ganun. Luckily, I do have a backup eh. Like, if this fails, ito yung contact ko. And the good thing, so yung contact ko, yung isang na-contact ko, nag-respond agad.
So parang when you travel, you always have a backup plan,
Yeah,
ganon.
yeah. And doing the joiner tour, usually walang scam kasi you know or alam mo dapat kung sino yung mga nagpapa-joiner tour.
Well, thank you so much for the tips and tricks, and I hope that our online joiners are, and yung passion to travel is now ignited because of the two of you. Thank you guys for sharing. We've talked about passion, adventure, resilience, and discovery. Now it's your turn, online joiners. Feel free to drop your questions into the chat and let's hear from our travelers. Like if you have any questions from our travelers, feel free to drop it down and then we'll read it. And Lee and Carol can answer. I think we have one here that is from me. Sorry na, I just can't get enough of the two of you. It's like very inspiring kasi. So I have one question po. What's next after all 82 provinces? Because you've completed it. So what's next for the both of you?
Well, to me, kahit na-complete mo na yung 82 province, ang dami pa ding pupuntahan sa Pilipinas. Sobrang dami. Like, siguro ko if you'd be a goal-oriented, you can do like extreme points. When you say extreme points, northernmost, southernmost, westernmost. So you can do that. I think that's one thing. And then marami pang mga place. I haven't been even to Jomalig. Di pa ako nakapunta doon. So yun, hindi pa ako nakapunta. So yun nga, yung mga places na i-visit mo din kahit tapos mo na yung 82PH kasi ang ganda-ganda ng Pilipinas, sobrang ganda.
I thought na you would say na, oh, I'll go naman to other countries, but no, talaga.
That's an aspiration, pero alam natin mahal. So
Yeah.
we can, iniisip ko din siya, pero parang yung doable kasi is yung other places pa din sa Philippines.
And sabi nga nili, ang ganda ng Pilipinas. Kayo, Lee, what's next?
It's still the 82. This time I wanna go deeper. I wanna immerse myself in the local communities. I wanna understand their life. I wanna tell stories about, how they live every day. Gusto ko makita yung tribes, paano sila namumuhay. Yeah. So that's why after completing it in May, which was in Batanes, nagkaroon ako ng trip 3 weeks later, which is Masbate, and next month I'll be back in South Cotabato.
South Cotabato. So yun, okay, aabangan namin sa Let's Go ang South Cotabato, Mama. Thank you so much. Ayan, do we have a question? Ano po ang unahin natin? Which one? Okay. Eto, a slightly controversial question. Bongga. After visiting so many places, is there a destination you enjoyed experiencing once, but don't feel the need to return to? Controversial nga.
Well, to me, hindi siya
Cuba.
yung province mismo, but the experience lang na ginawa in Sagada or Mountain
Okay.
Province. Alam mo yung cave connection? That's something I won't do again.
Why?
Ang hirap niya. Buwis buhay, kung sasabihin ko. Buwis buhay talaga siya. Like, madilim sa loob, 5 hours ka sa loob na basa ka, malamig. And then you have to do spelunking. Hindi mo nakikita yung paligid mo. And sobrang delikado niya. Like, may area siya na mamali ka lang ng baba, pwede kang bumagsak sa tubig.
Huh?
Ikamamatay mo siya. Ganun.
Sa baho daw ng mga ihi nung bats?
May areas lang naman. Pero mostly kasi may
okay.
tubig siya eh. May parang ilog. Ilog ba yung tawag doon? Sa loob nung.
And what about you?
Siguro ako, it will be in Lanao del Sur, na Marawi City. Kasi when I saw the place, napakalungkot niya talaga. Alam mo yung parang naglalakad ka, tapos parang may background music ka. Ganun yung dating.
News na balita dati.
Yes. Napakalungkot niya. Yeah.
Oh.
And one of the reason kung siguro hindi ko na siya masyadong babalikan is that people there are very conservative. Kasi they're like 99% Muslims.
Okay.
There was one time when we were driving through the roads of Lanao del Sur, may nagka-catch up sa aming vehicle, yung ala Fast and Furious, and then nag-stop siya in the middle of the road. And then when they came out, it felt like mamasa no? Massacre. Parang ganun yung dating. But then the gentleman went outside the car and said, "You cannot drive in Lanao del Sur with your window
Down.
window up. So it should always be down at all times, even if it's raining. Because it's like a disrespect to the community." Yan.
Okay.
Tapos yun, feeling ko napakalungkot kasi nung nangyari talaga sa Marawi.
Well, let's pray for mga kababayans, no? Na sana makabawi sila. And thank you so much po. Next question. Any biases or stereotype you used to have that were changed because you got to see the place and meet the people?
In Mindanao, yeah.
Yes.
Like what you said earlier.
In
no?
Tawi-Tawi, yeah.
Like South
True.
Cotabato, I keep on mentioning South Cotabato kasi I thought majority of the people there are Muslim, but no. Marami silang belief there. At the same time, marami silang tribes.
So, lang po Muslim.
Yeah. So if you heard about Tiboli, so doon siya.
Uy.
Yeah. So buhay na buhay ang kanilang culture kahit na napaka-advanced na natin in technology. And 40% of the land area is actually ancestral land.
So, siguro sobrang linis ng hangin doon. Parang
Yes.
pagpunta ko doon, nalinis na lahat ng... Amazing. Okay, well, next question. What was your biggest challenge traveling alone?
Budget. Kasi if you're
Again.
alone, lahat ng gastos sa'yo.
Okay,
Yun,
gets.
talaga.
True naman.
Pero yung hindi ako kasi type na masasad, like alone, siguro,
Budget
naturally,
talaga.
yeah, introvert din kasi ako. So, okay lang sa akin yung sad. Oh, sadness. Budget.
Budget.
Ako siguro I can get stuck to one location pag solo. So
That's
sometimes,
super nice
nagustuhan mo
na.
yung location, parang ayaw mo nang umalis.
Mm.
Kahit na 20 pa yung pupuntahan mo, minsan 2 na lang. Yeah.
Kasi parang dito na lang ako forever.
Yes.
Okay. Normally, how many days you travel and how many provinces in that period? Oh, that's a good question.
It actually depends. Like, if you visit Batanes, you can't be there for 1 day. You have to be there for a minimum of 3 days. But then if you visit Caraga region, which is like how many provinces that? Like
6,
six?
7.
Yeah, 6, 7 provinces. You can do it in 2 days.
Kahit 6 to 7 provinces,
Yes.
2 days
Yeah.
kaya?
Yep. And
Ah, okay.
Zamboanga Peninsula, which is composed of like 4 provinces, you can explore it for 2 days. That's fine.
Normally ako kasi longest lang I'm being considerate din sa deliverables ko kasi sa work. 5, the longest. Pero sometimes like matutapat siya ng, for example, ano ba yung mga long holidays natin? Holy Week. So kung yung iba hindi naman nagpa-practice
Sorry,
talaga
PH
ng Holy
holiday
Week.
ka.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hindi nagpa-practice ng Holy Week. So yun, 'pag long weekend, minsan nakaka 1 week ako. Pero mostly 5 days talaga. Pero yung answer ko din how many province, it depends din nga sa geographical location. Kasi ang Romblon, 1 province na siya pero
Yeah.
in 3 days mauubos mo na yung 1 province lang. So hirap siya puntahan.
Yeah. And yung fact kasi na if you visit Romblon, napakaganda ng isla para bisitahin mo lang in a day. So you have to be there for 5 days, ganyan.
Next question. What's your tip to someone who's afraid to do solo travel? Ayan, oh.
To me, lagi kong gawa talaga plan. Number 1, plan.
Yes.
I do my itinerary talaga detailed. And then research well. So there are travel pages that you can research yung pwede mong gayahin ba. So what I do, I search in DIY Travel Page Philippines if our audience know it. So nanggagaya talaga ako ng itinerary ng someone.
Sorry, is it a website or
Yeah,
like
Facebook page.
Facebook page?
Nanggagaya ako ng itinerary ng someone and then if may mga na-mention siyang names like who to contact to, para pagdating ko doon sa place, may kausap na agad ako. Hindi yung parang mga ngapa ka pa. Anong next kong gagawin? So I think doon siya mag-start yung planning it and then identify which people or who people na kakausapin mo. And then do it. Just do it.
And Nike, just do it.
Yeah.
Ikaw, Lee.
Oo, pwede ding mag-join ka ng mga joiner tour. At least ikaw solo mo pa rin, but at the same time makakakilala ka pa ng ibang co-joiners, as you call it. It saves a lot of time in planning and thinking kasi all you need to do is just be physically present
Present, yeah.
dun sa location and then the tour guide will do the touring. Yan.
Thank you. Do you have time for one more question? Okay. Have you experienced touring with a convoy for security? Wow, for security purposes. Bongga. Ako, I did. What?
Sa case ko wala na. Hindi na. Kasi yung Mindanao ko was 24 and 2024. 2024, I mean 2024 and 2025.
Okay,
As in wala na. Alam mo yun, nag-DIY pa ako to Lamitan Basilan. Mag-isa lang ako. I went alone.
Wow,
So,
tapang.
sasabihin ng ibang tao, tapang mo naman. Pero hindi na talaga siya nakakatakot.
But did you have any like ano yun? Yung protect?
Hindi din. Wala.
Pepper
Wala
spray?
din.
Wala din. Pero baka malakas ka kay God.
Hindi ano lang din, malakas lang. Tsaka yung ganun yung ginawa ko. So, nag-travel ako alone to Lamitan and meron na kasi akong kausap. Yung mismong tourism office ng Lamitan, Basilan, yung kausap ko. So, pagbaba ko pa lang ng ferry, sinundo na ako. So, ganun.
And, so wait, sorry, paano mo, sinearch mo lang yung number nila?
Yes,
And then,
yung mismong official tourism page sa Facebook ng Lamitan, Basilan.
so guys, plan ahead.
So for me, there was this one guided tour with the military in on islas in Zamboanga. I think kasi the island itself is contested by I think sort of barangays there.
Like,
It was scary kasi yung knowing na may presence na militar,
oh,
like, is this even is this even safe in
yeah,
the first place? Kasi pumapasok sa utak ko is yung the extremists, right?
yeah.
Yeah. But then it was safe. Yeah.
And you're here with us today. So as we wrap up our first Ignite session of Mid-Year Celebration 2026, I'd like to ask one final question. In one sentence, what would you say to someone who's been putting off their dream? Oh, not just traveling, just their dream.
Big dreams aren't achieved all at once. So I've completed visiting 82 province by simply starting it and being committed to that goal by doing your trip one at a time.
Just just take one step at a time. Da, 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 dun, da. I'm sorry, we have only 3 minutes. Okay, Yuli.
Um, so for me, you have to find that passion talaga eh.
Yeah,
If it's not yet around you, it's okay kasi you'll find that eventually.
yeah.
It doesn't need to be in traveling. It can be in cooking, swimming, diving, or whatever. But what's important is kapag nakita mo na yan, don't just dream about it. Do something to really achieve it. Kasi the
Mm.
moment you just keep on dreaming about it, then wala ring mangyayari. Kailangan intentional ka on it then.
Yeah, sayang naman if we're the what ifs, guys, diba?
Yes.
Well, thank you, Carol and Lee, for sharing your stories and experiences with us today. And thank you everyone for joining the very first session of our mid-year celeb 2026 Ignite series. Woohoo! Today's conversation wasn't just about visiting 82 provinces. It was about pursuing something you're passionate about. Sabi nga ni Lika, hindi naman yan just basta travel, kahit cooking pa yan. Basta there's passion and you have to do something about it. You stay committed to it and discovering where that journey can take you. Whether it's travel, learning a new skill, starting a creative project, or pursuing a long-held dream, every meaningful journey begins with a single step. And speaking of steps, bukas meron dito on this sp- sp- very place na magkakaroon ng sobrang daming steps kaka-live selling, 'di ba? Eto which is isa ito sa mga ila-live selling tomorrow from our repurpose market happening at what time? 7:30 PM. Yan, guys. So if you guys are up to yan, mga second hand from basta repurpose market, support them. We hope today's session inspires you to take yours. Enjoy the rest of the Mid-Year Celebration 2026, and we'll see you in our upcoming Ignite sessions. Thank you, everyone. Woo! Bye-bye. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Lee.
Yay.
Thank
Thank
you. Thank you
you.
so much. Yung picture, sige. Okay na.